This video is brought to you by Dr. Kristen R. Bromley's Guitar Method Book Series and Online Music Academy.
Hi, I'm Dr. Kristen Bromley. Welcome to my online academy. It's so great to have you joining me here in these online lessons. In this video, I'm going to go over Sus4add2 chords, or suspended chords that have both the fourth and the second in them. This is super fun. Recently in the lesson series, we've learned Sus4 chords, which are also sometimes just referred to as Sus chords. And most recently, we've been working on Sus2 chords. So now we're going to look at how we can have both the fourth and the second in the same voicing. And these are known as Sus4add2 chords. Sometimes they're also referred to as Dsus4add9 chords. On the guitar, we usually have to have the fourth or the second be up an octave compared to the other one. Most of the time in our voicings, we can't put them right next to each other as close as they do fall in, say, the major scale. So, once I've gone over and explained these chords, we're going to take a look specifically at the Asus4add2 and Dsus4add2 voicings, and then we'll play a couple chord progressions using these. As we're playing the chord progression, of course, we'll be jamming with the band because we will have bass and drum accompaniment, which makes it super, super fun. This video accompanies Lesson 20 from my Chords and Harmony Books 1 and 2 Method book. In the book, we're going to be on page 137 as we get started. These voicings are also found there on page 137, as well as some others. In this video, I won't be going over all the different voicings we can play in first position, but you've got them there, and you can explore other chord progressions, jam along with previous videos using these if it's something that really, really interests you. All right, so let's take a look at Sus4add2 chords. We've learned, and I'm going to demonstrate this just with C, we've learned that we have a major chord when we have the root, third, and fifth. We've learned that it becomes minor when we flat that third, or take the major third and make it minor, so we have major chord versus a minor chord. And then recently we've learned how we can replace the third with the fourth step of that major scale, and we get a Sus4 or a Sus chord, or we can replace it with the second step of the scale, a major second, and we get a Sus2. Now we're looking at how we can add both the 4 and the 2. So here on the guitar, if I take and have my fourth, I can't also play the second there, so I'm just going to finger this. I'm going to move that second up an octave, so I've got the root, the fourth, the fifth, and then I'm going to just put that second up there, and you'll see this Sus4add2 or Sus4add9 voicing. Sounds just like that. So, let's take a look at the ones I have up here on the board for Asus4 and Dsus4. These are some cool ones to get started with. You will see there on page 137 that there's also examples for Csus4, Esus4, Gsus4, and Fsus4, and you can explore any of those, and there's movable shapes if you want to do the bar chord ones. But in this video, we're just going to get started with these using these two, and then we're going to jam on a couple progressions so we can practice with these. What works really nicely if you want to practice any of these voicings that we're not doing here in the video is you can actually go back and play along with any of the progressions from lesson 19 or lesson 20 where we were working on the Sus4 or Sus2 chords. You can just alternatively use these Sus4add2 chords to work on these voicings. These don't get called for as often. They show up on occasion though, so super fun to work with. Alright, so let's take a look at Asus4add2. With the Asus4add2, we're not going to play that low 6th string. We're going to play all the strings open except that we got to play the 2nd fret on the 3rd string. It really doesn't matter what finger you finger that with. In the book it says to use your middle finger. Up here I've put my index finger so you kind of have an idea that both end up getting used from time to time. I think the index finger might be the best one to start with for the chord progressions that we're going to be playing. So I stick my index finger at that 2nd fret on the 3rd string. I play the top 5 strings and I have Asus4add2 or Asus4add9. Nice open sound with that. So Dsus4add2, also very easy to grasp. We don't play the low 2/6 strings like normal. We're just going to put our ring finger on the 3rd fret of the 2nd string, and then we play the rest of the strings open for those top 4 strings. So it's as simple as that. 3rd ring finger goes on that 3rd fret where it would normally go for D, and then we just pull off index and middle compared to a D major, and we get the Dsus4add2. Just like that. So now that we have these two voicings, you might just want to go back and forth between them a little bit. Just kind of get used to finding, just with that one finger and the other finger's not being there, just get used to finding them. But we're going to play a couple progressions that use these. We're going to do numbers 2 and 4 from page 134. With these, we're in 3/4 time, so it's just that down, down, up, down, up. 1, 2, up, 3, up. And instead of playing Asus2 as written or Dsus2 as written, we're going to play Asus4add2 or Dsus4add2. So we're going to play these voicings that we're learning here, substituting them in place of what's written there. And that's how you can practice along with any of the previous videos, with any of those progressions that you like and you want to work on these chords with. You can just play them by substituting in the Sus4add2 in place of the Sus2, or you can do the same thing with the Sus4 chords that we worked on in lesson 19. So you can do that. Well, we're going to play these. Each one's going to happen at 2 different tempos. We'll start with number 2. It'll go at the slower tempo and then the faster tempo, and then we'll do number 4 at the slower tempo and then the faster tempo. If you need to, just work on the strumming all by itself by muting the strings, or just work on fingering the chords without doing any strumming and then try putting the two together. These two voicings are pretty easy, and it's going to be similar to something that we've worked on before. We have done these chord progressions before with the Sus2 chords, so there's a familiarity there. So you may not need to do that, but anytime you need to do that, it's a great thing to do. Just work on those chords. If you're having a tough time going from one chord to the next, then just practice fingering, like the A sus4 and the E minor. Just practice fingering that back and forth between those two, just like that. And you'll see there that I grab the Asus4add2 with my middle finger. Sometimes I grab it with the middle finger, sometimes with the index. Just find what works best for you. It's just one finger that we're using. All right, it's going to be super fun. Let's go ahead and play these progressions together. All right, fantastic. We sure have been learning lots and lots of great chords. In the next video, we're going to move on to lesson 21 from the Chords and Harmony book. We're going to look at dominant seventh chords that are suspended. So like A7, A7 that's now suspended. These are great sounds that show up from time to time. Going to be super fun. So take care, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching this video. If you found it helpful, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. And be sure to check out more great content. You can find more information about me and my products at kristenbromley.com. Take care.